Hello students. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is geometric progression. Okay. In this topic we'll study about geometric progression, which is a new series also, because in previous class and in this class also we've studied about arithmetic progression only. Okay. So the new series in this class is geometric progression. Okay. So let's see what this series is. Suppose a series given to us in the form of A1, A2, A3, means these are the terms of that series, which is a GP. Okay, that this series is a GP, geometric progression. So what happens actually in this series is that in this series the terms are also written in the same manner. Okay, I mean in the similar manner as they were in AP. Okay, what was happening in AP? I'm writing here. Suppose the terms are A1, A2, and so on. And let's take one more, A3 and so on. Suppose this is an AP. So what we used to say, that between two consecutive terms the difference is same. Okay, means we used to say that A2 minus A1 is equal to D. That was called common difference. Similarly, A3 minus A2, it will also be equal to common difference. So in this case, the difference means when we were subtracting previous term from the next term, then that difference was always same, okay, throughout the series. Similar thing will be happening in this geometric progression also, but in this case difference will not be same, rather their division will be same. Means after dividing, whatever we'll get, that will be same in each case. For example, we'll write it as A2 upon A1 equals to, it will be equals to A3 upon A2 equals to A4 upon A3 equals to, suppose one more we are taking A5, then it will be written as A5 upon A4. So all these values will be equal. Okay. Suppose the last term is if it is AN. So what we'll be writing here, it will be AN upon AN minus 1. Okay. So all these values will be equal. Okay. And what we call them, like in this case, we used to call this common difference. So over here, we'll call it common difference. Sorry, it was common difference, and it will be called common ratio. Okay, what we'll call it? It will be called common ratio, and it will be represented by a small r. Like in this case, in case of AP, we were representing it by a small d. So in this case, in standard form, it will be represented by a small r. Okay, so this is the basic. This is the introduction actually of geometric progression. Now write it in the proper manner. Okay. Suppose we are saying that if a series is GP, whose first term is A. Okay. Let the first term of that series is A, and the common ratio is R. So how will write this? First term will be A. Next term will be A into R. You can see that if you divide this term by this, then you will get R only. No? Okay. Similarly, next will be AR square, and its next term will be AR cube, and so on. So this will be a GP. Okay. So what we'll do, like in case of AP, see again. इसको यहीं पर देखते हैं. In case of AP, what we used to do, suppose first term was A, then what we used to do, we used to add D to each of the following term. Like this was A, so in the next term it will be added by D. Again, it will be A plus 2D, and so on. So in the same way, this was the difference. So that is why we were adding, but this is ratio. So that is why we'll multiply by R into each term. Okay. We'll multiply by R in each term. So this is how it will be a GP. Let's see what will be the nth term of GP. What will be the nth term of a GP? And we'll represent it by AN in the same manner. Okay. So nth term of a GP, AN will be equals to, you can see that first term is A. In second term, the power of R is 1. If nothing is there, that means it will be 1. Similarly, third term is AR square, means this is first term, this is its second term, this is third term. So whichever the term it is, A is the same in all of them. Okay, A to ऐसे ही लिखा हुआ है, but for R, its power is 1 less than whichever the term it is. Like it is third term, so its power is 2. Similarly, if it is the fourth term, so its power will be 3. So that is why In the same way, if it is n atoms, it will be written as A to sabhi mein aa raha hai, so it will be A into r raised to power n minus 1. Okay, so we'll write it like this. Okay, it will be A r raised to power n minus 1. Okay, it will be the nth term, and same will be called its last term also. Last term will also be called n, and that will be equals to A r raised to power n minus 1. Okay, it will be the formula for finding nth term or the last term of a GP. Okay. Now we'll solve a simple question from this, a basic question based on this only. Suppose a series is given to us. We are given 2, 6. This is a question 2, 6, 18, 54, and so on. We have to find, let's say, 10th term of the series. You have to find 10th term. Okay, 10th term means you have to find the value of A10. So what is given to us? A is known to us. A is 2, and R will be equals to 6 upon 2. Or we can find R dividing next term from the previous term. So it will be 6 upon 2, and that will be equals to 3. And we have to find A10. So A10 will be equals to, it will be A r raised to power 9. So A10, as I was telling you, it will be A r raised to power 9. So the value of A, as you know, is 2, R is 3. Just now we got it now, and it will be as it is. So it will be a very larger value, but you can simplify. Okay, either you can leave it as it is also. Okay, that's not important to solve it out. So let's see one more question after this. This was the basic question actually. Let's take one more. Suppose now we are given a series is root 3, comma. Let's take one more question. It is root 3, comma 3, then 3 root 3, and so on. Okay. This time we have to find, suppose it's a 9th term. We have to find the 9th term, means we have to find the value of A9. So the value of A9 will be equals to A r raised to power A. So what will be the value of A? That will be root 3, and we'll have to find common ratio also, that is R, and R will be equals to 3 upon root 3, and 3 upon root 3 will be, its value will be equals to root 3. Okay, so this is the value of A and R, and we'll put them here. So A is root 3 and R is root 3 raised to power 8. So it will be root 3 as it is, and root 3 raised to power 8. We can add it as 3 raised to power 1 upon 2, and its power will be 8. So it will be root 3 into 3 raised to power 2. Okay. So what we got this? It will be 81 root 3. Okay. We got it like this. After this, let's solve the questions of the next type. Okay. For example, we are given that a series is 1 upon 4, comma minus 1 upon 2, comma 1, and so on, and we have to find that which term of this series is minus 1 to 8. Okay, we have to find that which term of this series is minus 1 to 8. So let's find out. So these kind of questions we should do in AP also. So in the same way we'll do here also. This term we have to find that which term is it. So whichever the term we have to find, that will be taken as nth term. That means the value of A n will be minus 1 to 8. And the value of A is known to us, it is 1 upon 4. And R is also known to us, it is minus 1 upon 2 divided by 1 upon 4. It will be minus 4 upon 2, and its value will be minus 2. Find the value of AR now. Sorry, AN. It is AR raised to power n minus 1. The value of AN is minus 1 to 8 equals to A. A is 1 upon 4, and R is minus 2 raised to power n minus 1. It will be as it is. We can multiply this 4 to this side. So it will be minus 1 to 8 and into 4. equals to minus 2 raised to power n minus 1. Now see, the unknown term is in the power, which is n minus 1. So this side also we have to write it in the form of power, and power of what? Power of minus 2 only. Then only it will be simplified. So it is minus 1 to 8. और 1 to 8 कितना हो जाएगा? How can we write this 1 to 8 as the power of 2? It will be 2 raised to power. It will be 2 raised to power 7, and it will be 2 raised to power 2 equals to minus 2 raised to power n minus 1. So we got to minus 2 raised to power 9. These parts will be added, equals to minus 2 raised to power n minus 1. So since its power is odd, so we can write it as minus 2 can be taken inside also. Means we can write minus 2 raised to power 9. And on comparing both the sides, see what we got in previous page. It is minus 2 and minus 2 raised to power n minus 1. So we can equate this 9 to n minus 1. And 9 will be equals to n minus 1, and the value of n will be 10. That means it will be the 10th term of that series. Yeah. Let's see one more. A question is given that find a GP whose fourth and seventh terms are 1 upon 18 and minus 1 upon 486. This would be. You have to find the GP whose fourth term and the seventh term are 1 upon 18 and minus 1 upon 486. Okay. Actually, this writing is a bit, not a bit actually, it's horrible. But you need to understand. Okay. It will be whose fourth and seventh terms are 1 upon 18 and minus 1 upon 486. Okay. So a fourth term is this. So write it as a4 equals to 1 upon 18. And a7 will be equals to minus 1 upon 486. Okay. So a4 will be equals to ar raised to power 3 equals to 1 upon 18. Similarly, it is a. It will be written as ar raised to power 6, and its value will be minus 1 upon 486. Okay. Take it as equation number 1, and it will be taken as equation number 2. Divide both of them. Write it as 1 upon 2. So on dividing, we'll be writing it as ar cube. It will be ar cube divided by ar raised to power 6, and it is 1 upon 18. It is 1 upon 18 divided by minus 1 upon 486. So this a will be cancelled, and we'll write 1 upon r cube equals to minus as it is, and we got 486 upon 18. So we got 1 upon r cube equals to this. It will be 7. So 1 upon r cube may be written as 1 upon r whole cube equals to, it will be written as minus 3 cube. So on comparison, you can see that 1 upon r will be equals to minus 3. So the value of 1 upon r is minus 3. That means r will be equals to minus 1 upon 3. So we got the value of r, and by putting it in either of these two equations, we can get the value of a also. So let's put it in first equation. So from equation number 1, that was ar cube minus 1 upon 3 cube ar cube was equals to 1 upon 18, and a will be equals to minus 27 upon 18. It will be minus 3 upon 2. So we got the value of a, and we got the value of r also. So now we can write the GP. So the GP will be, GP, how do we write it? A means minus 3 upon 2. A is minus 3 upon 2, comma, minus 3 upon 2. Next will be AR. Okay. So A is minus 3 upon 2 and R is minus 1 upon 3. So it will be A into R is minus 1 upon 3. This will be A R square, so minus 3 upon 2, and R square. It is minus 1 upon 3 square, and so on. So the first term you can see will be minus 3 upon 2. Next, this 3 will be cancelled by this, and minus minus will be plus, so we get 1 upon 2. Similarly, on simplifying these two, it will be minus 1 upon 6, okay, and so on. So this is how we can find the GP. Okay. So this was also one of the type of question, okay, that you will get in this chapter of GP. Let's see one more. And before solving next question, I'll tell you one formula. Okay, that is to find nth term from the end of a GP. Okay, how to find the nth term from the end of a GP? So first of all, I'll write a series that is AR square, and so on. And this side will be AR raised to power n minus 1. Or we can say that this is called last term also, no? As you know. So it's better to write it as L only. Okay. So whenever we have to find the nth term from n, so its formula nth term from n will be equals to, it will be L upon R raised to power n minus 1. Okay, this you can remember, and you can write it as A dash n also, because A n stands for the nth term, and usually that is taken from the beginning. So to avoid that, you can remember it like this, that A dash n will be equals to L upon R raised to power n minus 1. Okay, we can write it like this. So this is the formula, and based on this only we'll solve one question now. So I got a question, and the question is given. It is 8, 4, 2, and so on, and 1 upon 1024. We have to find the sixth term from n, okay, of this series. Sixth term from n. So let's start it as A dash 6, and as per formula it will be L upon R raised to power n minus 1, means 5. So write these values. L, last term in this formula, is 1 upon 1024, and we have to find the value of R. So R will find usually as we find, so it will be 4 upon 8, and its value will be 1 upon 2. So L will be 1 upon 1024 upon R raised to power 5. So it will be 1 upon 2 raised to power 5. So it will be written as 1 upon 1024 and divided by, it will be 1 upon 32. So we'll write it as 32 upon 1024. And let's simplify this. So in simplifying this, this is the square of 32 actually. So its value will be 1 upon 32 only. So the required term will be 1 upon 32 that we were supposed to find from the end or something. Okay. So this was also kind of question that you'll get related to this topic. Okay. So this is it for now, and in the next topic, in the next session, we'll study from here onwards. Okay. So thank you all of you for watching, and thank you again.